guy's empty. No reverses. All on the brakes. Did he actually have any speed brakes up there? I didn't check, but that's pretty insane. Must have had speed brakes up. Must have had speed brakes up. Nice thick conditions though. Here we go, Dreamliner. Here's one for all our Australian friends. Good to see the Oz crew out and about. Oh, look at that condensation in the engines, man. Look at that. Wow. Watch for the cloud effect over the wings, folks, when this baby takes to the sky. Perfect Doppler effect. Wow! How's the audio, GP? Cargo Jet 70. It's all right, is it? Okay. Cargo Jet 767 next. She's literally here right now. Oh, Canada. Laying it on. Interesting bit of news, wasn't it? A clutch of 767s with Air Canada in the old livery. They're going to be switched out to freighters, Gilly, and they put a picture up of a Dreamliner. You little. You what? What, beef jerky? Tighten that up a little bit. Is that jerky, Gilly? Plaster on the... Wow. Oh, here we go. Watch the condensation build up in the engine intakes, folks, as it just gulps up over a ton of air per second. These things are just incredible, even a little one, to be honest with you, but just watch the... Oh, listen to that, 7.6. 97. An American carrier. General Electric, Pratt Whitney. Clear takeoff. Winds are calm. All yours, sir. Start. Is it really? Oh, nice. Is that Hodgie, is it? No moisture in the intakes on this one. Maybe a very derated departure. Quite surprising, really. Nice. Yeah. Wow. Now that cloud effect, ladies and gents, is pressure. All about pressure. As the pressure increases over the wing and decreases under the wing. So these, and vice versa on the way in. Is that GT? Is that? Yeah, got it. So Singapore 350 and what looks like a Singapore 777 in. Why didn't he just bring the 380 in? Come to your comments in a minute, folks. Just get this initial movements out of the way. So in today's show we will discuss, obviously, because I'm guessing, well, I'm going to bring it up anyway, but very interesting about the Dreamliner and the front undercarriage failure, shall I say? Well, we'll my discussion point. Actually, I had a very good discussion with lengthy discussion with good friend of ours, Zane Dunning, actually. And Zane and his crew, I'll give them a shout out in a moment. They're out in Hong Kong at the moment, isolating in their hotel rooms. And we did discuss the point because my initial thoughts on the failure was that it was perhaps the locking mechanism somehow had failed, and if they were indeed doing maintenance checks on the front undercarriage, then it was actually kind of made clear last night on LinkedIn when I read it, people posting issues that had happened previously with an Ethiopian 787 where the locking pin had been positioned in the wrong slot, so to speak. And once I think that's when they maybe drain out the hydraulic system or check or do some form of check on the undercarriage. At that point, and very fortunately, folks, we have to say, very fortunately, nobody was underneath the aircraft when it collapsed. Now, whether it collapsed quickly, whether it came down with a thump, or whether it came down nice and slow, we don't know. But what is interesting is that obviously we need to consider the amount of damage that would have been caused to the aircraft as a result of falling on its nose, and whether it's caused any substantial damage to the part of the aircraft where the front section of the aircraft joins the carbon woven fuselage segment. That's the big issue. Interestingly, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. The safety pin, the pin locator. There's a couple of positions, and look, at the end of the day, it appears that it was human failure. I hate to say, but in terms of where the pin should have been, it went into the wrong slot, perhaps, and as a result, when they drained the system, because as you know, there's a locking pin for the steering mechanism as well on the front undercarriage to lock the steering out so that the pilots are unable to move it whilst it's being pushed back or towed to maintenance or whatever. Reduces it, well, stops any strain on the front undercarriage components, especially the axle. Check. Big shout out to Brian, by the way. Brian is in the Blue Sky Suite right now, right behind me, folks. Hello to Brian. He's got his Big Jet TV shirt on. Hello, everybody. It's a CEO. I know them CFM 56s anywhere. It's a Neo, is it? Oh, that's me. That's me eyes. They're definitely not working today. Then. Obviously, don't know those CFM 56s, seeing as they're Leap 1As. You stupid boy. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's one, but there was another one just now as well, wasn't there, Chilly? Okay. Yes, because it's stationed down at Gatwick, isn't it? So the other big question that we were discussing, keep a note of that one, Chilly. What time is it? What time is that one going out? 11:20. This looks like a pretty big jet coming in here. Tell you what though, gear collapses on a Dreamliner. It's not far for it to fall, is there? It's very low to the ground, but you just have to think about that particular point of impact and whether it should get some fluff off the cover. Grab that there, put that there, do that there. even put up a spoiler alert. Yeah, thanks. Roger. Aviation Gamer. Air China 330 coming out. There she is. Listen to those Trent 700s on that Virgin. Trent 700s on this Air China as well. Thick conditions in terms of the air quality, folks. So the air is going to be, it's very thick today. So, oh, darn it, I just missed him. Darn it. So with all this moisture in the air, would